unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
And we're back in Outer Worlds 2. And Valerie obviously wants to talk to us. So yeah. We're basically on the last quest, I think. Yeah. What am I at now? 44 hours. Yeah, I don't think I can do any more of the quests. Some of them are good. I think I'm just mostly burnt out a bit on the combat. Because of how I've got it, it's just... it's very simple. Where is Valerie? Oh, okay. Let's go see what... oh, I wonder if there's anything in here. Yeah, well, let's just see if we can finish this. Lots of other games, lots of demos.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared.
Figures. Matter never ceases to exist, even if its perceived form has.
Providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority low, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible.
The last thing we need is another rift destabilizing Acadia.
Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy.
Sounds like it's got the potential of being a one-way trip.
That is a correct assessment, Commander. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
Reconstituted Horizon Point. Free Market Station. A collection of rogues. What? Should I finish these? No, I feel like it's time. It's time to finish this game. And what I did on Cloister, they're not going to like me, so I might as well do it.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the Archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control.
Who's responsible for this?
The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Is this his idea of demonstrating might? Hell of a way to do it.
So the console led a coup and now is actively destroying the colony. Do I have that right?
The consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
I've trained for impossible odds, Commander. I can face anything you throw me at. Just say the word.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Acadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Oh, look at it. That's so cool. I didn't listen to a word she said. Who do I want? Oh, of course it's got to be these two. Voyage of the Vox. Station achieves perfect liftoff. Sins of the past, present. Sins of the past on the precipice of the future. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we got 500 bullets, 600 bullets.
Not hair-raising enough? Something about those soldiers up ahead's got my spine tingling.
That must be the Providence. Were it in other hands, I can imagine the real good it could do.
Oh, they're reconstituted. Why am I getting bits? Oh, I remember this. Data corrupted.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together.
Cool. Heavy rounds, right?
Our legacy.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. The bad kind.
You need anyone to pinch you? You just let me know. You ain't alone in this.
Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process.
The floor? What's the floor on about?
This explains a lot, actually. Never moseyed up here last go-around. Poor kid.
Oh, I wonder if we'll see any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, the robots. What the actual...
You know, if the lives and deaths of millions weren't in the balance, we could make a fine agility course. But the rift modulator ought to make our path clearer.
Let's not walk into that plasma face first.
Thought my plasma shower days were behind me when I left Triangle.
Those troops are a...
Sorry, Sub Commander. Right, Commander. Ought to put them out of their misery.
Check enemy like
It's horrible. Well, let's keep going then. Where's this bit? Is this the bit where we had to just fight all the... Oh wait, is that... I can't remember quite how much as well. Okay. I wonder if that guy is going to be there. I've got this music.
That sounds like Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Oh, that is. Oh, it's Eric.
Look at me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? Law, is that you? It's me, Niles. No, I look a mite different from how you remember me. Been working on my fashion sense.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
I don't understand what's happening.
I need you to focus. What's the last thing you remember from the mission?
Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened?
DeFreeze sabotaged our mission.
Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Val and I tried looking for you while the commander went on ahead, but DeVries never intended for us to finish the mission. We barely escaped the station before she destroyed it.
So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures. So what is it that left me like this? Not right.
That part is the Protectorate's fault. They're playing at being the architects.
Stop speaking in circles. What are they doing?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you?
Nope, the rift will keep twisting you until you can't remember your own name.
No, this must be some kind of sick Protectorate trick trying to break me. Cut me from reality. I won't let you.
Easy, Helen. This ain't a trick. I promise you. Commander's just
Lost the plot.
lost the plot. You know how it goes.
No. It won't end like this.
Heads up.
Wish we could have talked her down, but at least she's not suffering any longer.
Yep. Oh, wait. Ugh.
Well, the ship doesn't look at all intimidating up close. Though, I got my questions about that rover they're sending down.
Okay, let's get down to that rover.
Got eyes on some milkers.
Oh, here he is. He's not in here. Oh, that means he's moved, right?
Ugh. Couldn't the Rift have brought back some janitor mechs instead?
a fight.
The skip labs. What are they doing in the skip labs?
Whoa, that ain't a normal rift. Normal as they can be, anyhow. Is that plasma in its orbit?
Oh, is
It'll take
this-
some doing to get past it. We ought to have a look around.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Consul. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
I feel dumber just having listened to that. Well, at least we know what we need to clear that rift.
Again, I was not paying attention. This terminal controls operation of the rift containment chamber. Only make adjustments as necessary. Oh, here we go. I should put on my, where is it? Why has that got green on it? Oh, lucky.
that all we needed? Best to get this equation inputted as soon as possible.
I can't.
Must be the Sovereign's office. Guess money and power can't fight.
To warn Jin, during my visit to the Skip Labs, I happened upon a Cadet Alderman's notes. Therein he proposed a solution to the rift equation that has eluded our scientists for months. However, since he clearly did not have the vigor to test and verify this solution himself, I took the liberty of doing it for him, and indeed it works. How fortunate that I, in all my wisdom, was here when you most needed me, but please hold your thanks. I've left the solution in the board on my office. Should you or the scientists under your authority need to marvel at it, I guide you, Sovereign Henrik. Did my grandmother know of the fault in the skip drives as well, and if so, when? To believe she'd knowingly set humanity on this treacherous course, just to establish Acadia, is incomprehensible to me. Perhaps she wagered she or my father could solve the problem in time, before crisis was upon humanity. Or perhaps it was a mere suspicion or unconfirmed theory. If I can only solve what my father and grandmother couldn't, I'll prove I deserve their respect. That of my family and all my subjects, and the right to wear the mantle of the Sovereign of Acadia once and for all.
Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised.
Good. My vision was starting to swim for a moment there. Quick light and find that rift modulator.
Okay, let's keep going.
Attention. Please report to intake for processing.
No welcoming committee?
Welcome aboard.
Huh. Should be simple unsealing the hangar, at least.
A small transport containing scientists and automatical defenses has been authorized to travel to Horizon Point Station. Any attempt to stop shore leave is hereby prohibited.
Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Regroup with allies? Ah, so the ship's landed.
Reinforcements incoming.
Fine. I'm getting tired of doing everything around here.
Wait, it's Aunt Chloe?
My favorite morally grey contractor. Join me. We have important business to discuss. Come. Well, glad you finally jimmied that.
Should I?
Things are getting appreciably worse out there. We're running out of time to seize the rift and force it into corporeal insolvency. The presiding bishop wished for me to relay a message to you. Why she couldn't send her own courier, I couldn't say, but I'll attempt to simplify. The rift modulator is on the science deck, one floor up. Deck access is restricted without proper credentials. Imagine that twice as long and in the form of a distance problem. That means, of course, you'll either need to pilfer an access card, swindle some daft sod out of it, or find some other way around the deck restrictions. I shouldn't know. Perhaps search the pockets of those you've killed, hmm? Or find an air duct to shimmy through, or a staircase to climb? We'll hold here to...
What the hell?
If you experience spontaneous exsanguination, how might this unit bolster or... If you must, please make a request.
What the hell?
Yeah, you know, I'd really rather not deal with any of that. Can we try the elevator?
Reach level 30.
We made it. I was expecting a wall of swinging axes.
And maybe a punch to the face to top it all off.
Attention.
Reckon we could look for those access credentials if you wanted to avoid a fight. Sneaking around's always an option too.
If security's this tight, the modulator must be close by. I'm mighty curious about what these scientists were up to.
Did you not hear the intruder alert from the crew deck? This is a very poor time to be loitering somewhere you should not. You'd best present a very convincing reason for your presence, lest I order our automechs to smear you across the floor. Wait, we need all the assistance we can get, and I'm sure your theoretical degree will aid us. Please forgive my hostility. Since you seem to be a new transfer, you'll want to speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat in the Rift Chamber. Here, I'll lend you my access credentials as proof of your authorization. Of course, the Consul's vision for an idealized version of Acadia are paramount to my own aims. It's my wife, you see. She's never loved me, and she chews with her mouth open. Through the Consul's plan, I expect to see both issues rectified, especially the latter one. Montserrat asserts that this is not how the Rift shall work, but I believe he simply needs to redouble his devotion.
Well, this doesn't look like a good place to be.
I received word that you were here. Rift specialist, are you? What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you. Well, we all have urgent needs, and mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait.
At least answer this. The IRC had some troubling findings regarding raw data in rifts. Can you verify that?
The IRC? I did not realize you were a colleague of sorts. We haven't shared much of our findings with your branch, I'm afraid. But our results do match. Raw data from whatever a rift engulfs is preserved, yes, but the essence of a thing is not. Like a sense of self, for example, is lost forever. Further, there is no proof that such data can be stabilized or even edited. The Consul's plan is futile, completely. But he no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind. Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good.
I can bring the report to the Consul. He'll listen to me.
It's clear you aren't bound by the same rules as the rest of us somehow. If he won't hear me out, perhaps a third party will have more luck. Here, use this keycard on the module over there. It will allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him, because if you don't, we're all dead. Deck up in the control room. The Consul is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now.
Reckon it was foolish to think we could stuff the modulator into a satchel. Ought to see what we can learn about it in the meantime.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And
far space.
All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Acadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Well, we got the schematics. This report got me asking questions. If they found rifts in deep space, where humanity supposedly ain't been, how did they form? It don't add up. But we got no time to ponder it just yet. We got the modulator. All that's left is to deal with the console and shutter that rift for good.
Oops.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator? No matter, dear. I see a data cartridge on you that wasn't there before. Did you find anything else of note? Appreciate your sand. You have exactly the sort of go-getter attitude I admire. Well, good news, go-getter. The console's right there through those doors. Ready to go get him? You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down.
I can talk about his people losing faith in his leadership. That'll rattle him.
Certainly. The doubt you cultivate up front will make him more susceptible to what comes after. And in case you aren't quite as sharp as you appear, be ready to fight.
Not that the console deserves a none, but if we can end things peaceably, we should try for it.
I advise you to take this time to prepare and replenish supplies. See if you can snoop around and find a way to give yourself an advantage should these negotiations go south. And if you've anything else to say it now while you have the chance. I myself abhor unanswered questions and regrets.
Okay. Emery, I regret the way we left things after our last meeting. Grandmother always said that if a disagreement ends in shouting and rising tempers, it is wise to look inwards at your own ills before proceeding. I hope sincerely that you have done so. While I may not fully understand your aims with the Rift research, or with using it to our advantage as you said, I am willing to acknowledge them as valid. But you must in turn understand that my decision is final. It is what is right for my people, my Acadia and my family. Do you doubt me, friend? I wish you know that I still cherish your guidance dearly. Perhaps when the war is over, we...
Always the same story, ain't it? These types are too cocky and too deluded to see a threat in Canid will always bite back.
Ah, Redactor Esmond. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat, this will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy, no need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esmond. Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
Okay.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you.
Did you also claim you were saving the Sovereign when you stabbed him in the back?
Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not?
You're right, he definitely didn't try to kill everyone with his space anomaly.
I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be resurrected and reformed so they may reach their full potential. Open your mind, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal.
I put down a lot of yappy folk in my day. Got one more standing in front of me.
Mind your tongue. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously tampered with our Vox relay on Paradise Island. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again.
You could surrender now. I could have sworn the Sovereign's name's on it.
You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it.
Then I hope he's ready for disappointment. I never lose.
Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises.
What promises?
Commander, tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Do you know how many bits our corporation lost when the delegation ships were destroyed? The savings from the deceased salaries hardly even make up for it.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend.
So we just, go ahead, enlighten me.
Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended.
I already know that the Matriarch didn't invent skip drives. Why is that relevant?
Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our Matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
I know you think your plan is the right one, but... everything happens for a reason. That's your grand philosophy.
No, it is the grand plan. And it is guiding humanity to its ascension. Everything exists for this purpose. Since you took your time scurrying about my ship, presumably rifling through our things, I assume you also found information about the far-off rifts in untraversed space.
Yes.
That alone should tell you that we don't make our own circumstances. It seems they were made by the ship our matriarch found. A curiosity, isn't it? Without this discovery, we may never have realized the power we now possess with the rifts. Yes, the great architect works in mysterious ways. What else can I do but what is bidden?
Seems the architect wants you to lose this war, then.
That is not how this works. How, pray tell, will the plan elevate humanity if its very custodians are in no position to do so? Now, as fascinating as your pseudo-intellectual musings have been to witness, I've reached my limit.
I know you think you're doing the right thing, but you must reconsider.
It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out.
That's a lie. The Sovereign never wanted this. You perverted his plan.
Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true leader. This is the path Henry should have taken.
You two argued over what to do with the rift modulator. He was acting out of love, not power.
Yes, of course we argued over methodology. Henry was always too stubborn, too focused on the past to understand the opportunity before him. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. But he needed to look beyond himself, like I am doing now.
No, you tricked him into destroying his own mind. I found him at Placid Waters.
You just come and go as you please, do you? I ensured he would have a handler by his side if any assistance was needed. And I understand that it is, which is regrettable. But fulfilling the architect's plan is worth the cost. Henry would agree. The people would agree.
Oh, please, you'd have killed him if you'd gone away with it.
Tell me, do you have anything other than wild speculation at your disposal?
Your plan to restore Acadia will fail horribly.
So you say. But you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence. Though it matters not, you've little chance of swaying me. I am doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You will not distract me from taking what is owed to us.
I've seen the matriarch's writings. You have no idea what she envisioned.
I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
No, the matriarch's son rewrote history. He betrayed her wishes, and this is the result.
It's true. Your matriarch suspected the Protectorate was doomed from the get-go. Reuben was mucking things up even before his mother's body was cold.
No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was a stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We could all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the Matriarch's work.
Yep. And guess you threw your hat in with the wrong person.
I swore to guide the Matriarch's line. It was not a matter of choosing sides. It was duty. But surely it cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong.
Yes.
All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have?
Look at this report. It has the proof that your rift modulator will fail miserably.
Bah, a report. The abstract means little when compared to reality. Look outside. Is it failing now?
Yes, look close. Anything you restore will be reverted to how it was just before the destruction.
That's not true. Despite how things appear at present, with time, this station, all of Arcadia, and all of its people will be made whole.
Wrong. Your people's bodies may become whole, but their sense of stealth is gone forever.
So they will remain as shells upon reconstitution. Is that what you're saying? This would explain the anomalies we've encountered of late. I don't understand. Surely every step leading to this moment was in accordance to the grand plan. All the pieces fit. Either someone has made a terrible mistake, or this is merely a conspiracy to mislead us.
Okay, fine. If you won't step down willingly, then I have to make you.
You may try.
Armed and ready.
How do I... Error. The reconstitution has grown increasingly volatile and the Rift device has lost control capabilities. Closure of the Rift via conventional means is no longer possible. Brace for catastrophic event.
Seems all my considerable efforts here have been ill spent. Total Rift destabilization is imminent. Our last resort is our only resort now. We need to fly the Rift modulator in.
No. Don't you tell me we came all this way for nothing.
Oh, brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need go, but someone present will need to take one for the team.
Maybe there's another way.
I do appreciate the effort, dear, but it's clear we're in a bit of a tough spot. I'll use the schematics and the process Rift data to mass-produce Rift modulators that are usable at a safe distance. These pesky Rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies.
Oh, God. We'll handle this. Go now. Give humanity a chance.
I don't like where this is headed.
Well, now, I and a Fort
Great. Yet again, we're the...
In the serials, this is usually the point when someone heroically volunteers.
I won't ask anyone to die in my stead. I'll fly the ship.
I see. Then let me be the first to thank
Oh, you're
you.
supposed to...
You're the finest
You're supposed to
commander
say
I've ever
no.
served with. I hope you know that.
It's been an honor working with you.
So, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Vigilant Hogarth, now acclimated to Fairfield, leaned on the Protectorate ideals of neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine DeVries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Following Inez's humiliation of Anti's Choice VP Willard Conan, the grafting program was shuttered forever. Inez ensured that all surviving grafted soldiers received full medical treatment and were compensated for their suffering. Those who died from the experiments were honored. Tristan never uncovered who actually killed the Supreme Arbiter, a failing that chipped away at his ability to arbitrate. His once promising calling eventually ended with him stripped of rank, programming menial automechanicals somewhere deep within the husk of Protectorate society. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives, and its reputation untarnished by its still secret agreement with the Protectorate, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Acadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate Agent and their unique way of navigating Acadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Did that say newly formed entity of Auntie's choice?
So, you launched the Vox station into space. That probably took
That's a bit
slightly more
disappointing.
effort than dropping it on a town and
You
killing
think
a
you'd
bunch of
say
people.
something? No.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
So yeah, so that's the end of Outer Worlds 2. This is pretty fun. It just, I don't know, it just didn't quite hit in some aspects. Like towards the end, the gameplay was just a bit too simple. I don't know if it's just because I had that sniper and the ammo-less gun. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really enjoyed the ending though. It's always nice when your choices and the information you find change how you deal with the ending. I like the ending was very much a lot of talking. That's always good in this sort of RPG. Yeah. It's much better than Avowed. Though I feel now I need to give Avowed another chance someday. But we'll see. Yeah. What's next? That's the question. I don't know. But till then, keep an eye out on YouTube for more games. And come watch on Twitch. 7 PM GMT most days, really. See ya.